Time I saw Linda was in her parents', I believe it was a 1956 four-door Chevy, and I was in my my '59 Plymouth that was all painted and had a special motor in it and everything. And she was driving through Ukiah. It took me 10 blocks to get her to pull over so I could talk to her. And she finally pulled over, and we had mutual friends that we knew in Willits and in Ukiah. So she was able to find out that I was a fairly nice guy, and so that's when we started dating. In 1962, 63 is when we met, and we dated for a period of time, and she went off to college, and after she was in school for a while, I got the I want to expand my horizon speech. So she went her way, and I saw her off and on. I knew her parents real well. She was from Willits, and I was living in Ukiah, and so then we went separate ways, and then a period of time later I moved to Alaska. I was in Alaska for 27 years, working mainly in the oil field and fishing, and then in state government. And then in 2003 I was tired of being a party of one when I go out, so I decided to start, trying to start dating and doing something. And I happened to be on the online and found classmates.com and looked in Ukiah High School, and then looked in Willits High School, saw Linda, saw that she was divorced, so I got her phone number and called her, talked to her, asked her if I'd come down and take her out to dinner. She said yes. So we came down, went out to dinner, started catching up, and one thing led to another, and then later in November of 2003 we got married, and I officially moved to Redding in January of 2004, and continued working up in Alaska up until January the 12th of 2007. I had a whole series of jobs. I worked for United Parcel Service, worked for a liquor distribution company. I was first started out on a beer truck, and then I was warehouse manager, and I was a liquor salesman, and I didn't like the association with drinking so much, so I left that, and then I went to work for UPS, and then I left UPS and went to Alaska. A friend of mine had gone to Alaska and became a mechanic on an offshore oil rig, and he came back at Christmas time in I forget what year, 70 something, and made a bet that I couldn't come to Alaska and become a roustabout in an offshore oil rig. I took him up on the bet, went to Alaska, became a roustabout, and then I became a roughneck on the oil rigs. So I worked on the oil rigs for, I don't know, it was probably 4 or 5 years working there, and then I was able to get off the rigs and go into production maintenance for ARCO up in ARCO's Prudhoe Bay up in the North Slope. And that second meeting of the City Council in January of 2007, I started attending City Council meetings, and I've attended every single City Council meeting except for 3 since then, up to this time now. Well, something my parents taught me from an early age was conservative values. The worth of a dollar and the worth of saving, and how to treat people, how to if you're in the business, how you want to treat them. You treat them like you want to be treated. And I have grown up with that kind of thought to knowing people.